Hello, I'm happy to see you back. It's Christmas Eve now, and I hope you are packing your presents and you're cooking dinner, waiting for your family and friends, and you're happy. I've already prepared some of the dishes, but we haven't made dinner yet. My husband came back from work. Now he's taking a nap because it will be a very long evening. My daughter planned to watch some movies and we will make our traditional Lithuanian dishes. That will be fun. And before the end of the year, I think me, as many of you, start thinking, how was my year? What I want from next year? What can I change? Where can I go? All sorts like this. In fact, I'm very happy with everything that happened this year. As we live in Norway, we haven't experienced any COVID restrictions or any negative things connected with the pandemic. In fact, we were very lucky. We didn't have lots of homeschooling or home office. Our shops were open, after school activities were open, everything was open. So it was very nice. And I'm also very happy with the things that were happening in my family, with my son. There are big changes coming because that's his last year at school. And he's doing great and I'm very happy about that. And when it comes to knitting and to my hobbies, I'm also very happy with what you see around me. I have a beautiful orchid garden at home. That takes lots of time and lots of energy, lots of work, and it gives a huge amount of pleasure. And I love walking around it every day and enjoying every opening flower and bud coming up. So that's also very good. I'm happy with that. And I managed to get some beautiful rare orchids. So really happy. And maybe you've noticed in my previous videos, it looked a bit different, so I painted this week, this week. I painted 2 walls. I wanted it to be dark gray so that the color of the flowers could pop up even more dramatically, and I'm very happy with the results. And when it comes to the knitting, a big step I took was starting filming. I'm not a technologically advanced person. I'm very much into finger work, and when I call it real life, the life you can touch, like plants and knitting and things like that. And all these technologies are very difficult for me, and I had no idea how to film. To film, yes, but how to edit, how to put on music, how to cut a piece, how to do it, how to glue pieces together. For some people, younger maybe people or people who love technologies, that's very natural and very easy, but not for me. So I thought, okay, I have to learn this, and it was my last year's resolution to try and learn how to do it. And I said I will make around 10 videos and then I will see. I made 10 videos and then I stopped filming. You may see there's a huge pause. And last week I again started filming, and I was asking myself, why am I doing this? If you do, it has to lead you somewhere. I've made 10 videos. I can put a tick to my last year resolution, it's done. But then if I want to resume filming, the question goes, why? I don't like filming. I like filming, I love knitting. And I love sharing with people who may find my videos interesting, and it's kind of getting in touch with you. But what's next? I don't like editing, so that part kills all the joy. And then I thought, I was thinking and couldn't find an answer. And then I took a sweater I wanted to repeat, because that's an old sweater. It's knitted and crochet top. I loved it. I was wearing it maybe 1,000 times, but sorry, I'm touching the microphone. But the problem is that the yarn is not the best quality. It started felting, and it has that matted and clean look, and it needs changing. So I decided to re-knit it, and an idea came to me. Why can't you, release a pattern? Write down a pattern. And then I was, that's cool. I can do it, I think. But there are two things I don't like about writing patterns. First, this testing thing. I don't know how it works. I've never tested. And second is writing down every single bit you do. When I buy a pattern, I seldom buy patterns. And the reason why is that I find them very difficult to follow, because now our life is very much visual, and we get all the information through like visual things like YouTube, TikTok, and everything is said and you can see how it's done, and we just get everything in a moving form. And when I read the patterns, when it's written and it goes over 18 pages, I just get lost. Like, you have to read everything, and it's not my cup of tea. Like, I find it very difficult to understand. However, when I watch YouTube and I watch like a tutorial, it's very easy to see how to twist the stitch, how to wind the yarn, where to put your needle so you get a nice clean like decrease. So I thought, what if I make a video pattern with a very bare minimum of writing things, because I also think it has to be written, the main information, but all the difficult parts, for example, crocheting, and then increase of because I'm not going to do the increase on the back, I will do the increases only on the shoulders, so it will change the shape of the sitting of the garment. So I would find it much easier for myself to write a pattern if I do that, and I think the people who would use it would find it also easier to follow. So that's my idea. And when this idea came to me, I just thought, yes, my filming wasn't in vain. I was sure it may lead somewhere. Maybe not to making YouTube vlogs or videos or episodes. I was sure it is just a little path that will lead me maybe to a road. I'm not sure if I'm going to that road, if the road is exactly this, writing patterns, but I will definitely give it a try. Wish you all the best. Have a very, very good new year. Enjoy your hobbies. And be happy, that's the most important thing. And you're already very lucky, including me, because we have a hobby. We can always escape. We always have something that makes our eyes shine. And in the background of this wonderful purring, I want to say bye. See you next year. Hi again, I'm here to show you the sweater I'm knitting, and I want to show you the progress that I've done before I finished it. So as you remember, I was knitting a home sweater. When I was showing it last time, I guess I was half the body and there were no sleeves. Now I have full body and the sleeves, and I want to show you what I'm thinking of. I will stand on the bench. So I finished the body. I did the same hem or transition, and I did 1 by 1 ribbing. As you can see, I divided and it's like overlapping and going diagonally. I made decreases here, but I don't like the look of it. I think that I will undo it and unravel, though I finished bound off with a needle, so it's lots of work unraveling. But I think I would knit this part together with the back ribbing, and then I will divide them and knit the back a bit longer. I wanted it to be a wide sweater. It's quite loose, but it's not an oversized. I wanted it to be super wide. We will see how the fabric changes after washing, because I didn't measure the size of this swatch before washing and after washing. So we will see. And here are the sleeves. I knitted one, so it's on. I'm all sorry for the dangling noises. I will hold the needles like this. So I finished this, and now I have to do the ribbing, but I think I went too far, so I will go back maybe 4 rows. I didn't want the sleeve to be too narrow at the end, so I could like fold the sleeves like this, so when I'm working in the kitchen or something like that. I'm very happy with the way it sits on the body. I think it's very good. I like how this raglan line goes down and just makes a turning. I've heard about this yarn from Knitting Traditions. She's also a Norwegian knitter and she loves rustic yarns. And she was talking about Ullfabrikken. It's a Norwegian company that uses Norwegian wool. She was very happy with Tinde yarn. She says it's very soft and has a nice halo. But unfortunately, they didn't have any colors that I liked in this type. So I ordered Embla. And Embla is 100% Norwegian wool, 100 grams, 210 meters. So 50 grams, 105 meters. That's a regular thickness. And I saw Midori pattern. I will put a photo there. I ordered 5 skeins of green and 1 skein of each color. I hope that's enough. I think I will have some greens left, but I can buy something else, not from Ullfabriken, but from Sandnes Garn, because they also have Smart. It's also 100 meters in 50 grams. So I can just mix them and make another one, maybe for my daughter if she likes it. Oh, how it feels? It's traditional wool. Not soft, not too scratchy. No, it's not scratchy, but it's not soft. If you want the colors, so the green is 60-23, white is 32-60-47, and charcoal black is 32-60-56. We will see how it goes. You know, I'm not a very good pattern follower. I always want to change something, and I find it very difficult to follow someone else's instructions in knitting. So we will see how it goes, but I bought the pattern and I want to give it a try anyway. If I deviate from it, I will still make it something very similar because I like the way it looks. Good morning. It's the second day of Christmas. And I want to show my achievements because yesterday was a very lazy day for me. So I spent lots of time knitting and I finally finished this home sweater. Today I weaved in the ends. I re-knitted the ribbing. I finished with the needle bound off, the same as the neck. I used the Italian cast on. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and now I'm going to put in a cool water with wool detergent and leave it for a couple of hours so the spinning oil could dissolve, and we will see how it looks. When I finished it yesterday, I still wanted to knit something, but the bright socks for my nephew were in the car and I was too lazy to go down get them. So I looked at my notebook where I had the plans for December, what was there on my list. Then I saw that there was a project bag in my planner. I call them Very Berry project bags, and I wanted to have a bigger one for a sweater project or a bigger project. So I found the yarn and started knitting it. Let's go and I will show you. So here is my project bag, Very Berry, that I'm knitting. I'm knitting in the round, so I will get a bag at once. There's no sewing necessary. I have two tiny bracelets with berries. Can you tell the difference? They look exactly the same. I love this pattern. Okay, this is how I knit it. I knit in the round, as I've mentioned. Sorry for the needles. I usually knit on two needles. One pair is for one side and the other pair is for another. That makes it very easy. I started by casting on using Judy's Magic method. So you could see here, it's a bit thicker. There's where the cast on goes. When you cast on using Judy's Magic technique, you have to purl the first round. You purl all the stitches. Yeah, like that. And then on the other round, what you have to do is to knit 3 out of 1. So you purl, knit, purl, and then you knit 3 stitches together and again purl, knit, purl, and knit 3 stitches together. And then next round you purl again, and if you started here knitting 3 out of 1, so what you have to do is to knit these 3 together, and out of this one knit 3, purl, knit, purl. It's a very easy pattern, but it's very, very beautiful. And I also want to add what kind of yarn I used for my project bag. So I used Turkish brand. This is called Madame Tricot. And this yarn is called Merino Gold. It's a very budget-friendly yarn. It has 60% merino and 40% acrylic. It's a 100-gram ball and it has 400 meters. So it's very, I would say, it's lace yarn. And I bought this yarn in Lithuania a couple of years ago, I guess, because I saw this Christmas cushions and blankets in the shop, but they were very expensive, and I needed 2 blankets and 2 cushions on my big sofa, and I thought it's way cheaper to buy yarn and to knit it myself. So I asked my friend to go to the shop and buy me that type of yarn. She bought me maybe 5 balls of each color of gray, white and red. But then right after Christmas, these blankets and cushions were on sale, on 50% sale, so I simply bought those, and I had the yarn left. So I used this yarn to knit my Rowan sweater, you know, the one I'm planning to make the pattern. I was talking right about it in this video. It's not the best yarn, but having in mind its price, it's a good yarn. As I have so many of this yarn left, I decided to use it up. So I used this. And for the mohair, I use Plum. It's a Norwegian brand. It has very nice halo. I love the quality of it. I've used so many different colors for different garments. No complaints. That's all I had to tell you about my knitting week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I find that it's much easier for me to film little bits every day, because then you could see not only the fact, the knitted garment, or just plain process, but you could see how it evolved and like tiny little things that happened during the knitting journey. Wish you Merry Christmas again, Happy New Year, be happy and keep knitting, always keep knitting.